Well, a good day to you all. Now, on one of my last videos, I spoke to you about spitting. Now, I want to speak to you about when I was actually spat on. I've been spat on twice in total. First time was around 2008 when I worked up in Yorkshire. And I remember at the time, the person who got on the bus was playing some loud music, and I asked them to turn it down. And they said, I don't think anybody minds. And then someone at the back said, well, I do. So somebody helped me out, a member of the public, which is quite rare, helped me out. So big thank you to whoever that was all them years ago. And that person didn't obviously like the fact that I think they were embarrassed in front of the whole bus. It was a long single-decker bus, so instead of like half the seats that you see here, it was literally a long single-decker bus which had loads of seats. I think it was like a 52-seater bus, and there was probably 30 to 40 people on. So the person was embarrassed, obviously, when I asked them to turn the music down. But it was really good that someone at the back said, you know, I mind, please can you turn it down? So that was really good. The person did spit at me when they got off the bus. And obviously at the time I didn't have any of these spit kits, didn't have any on me, and I wish I did, but nothing actually went on my clothing. It actually went on the screen here and just dribbled all the way down. So, you know, I couldn't say see you in court or whatever, but I remember thinking at the time, that's not nice what happened. I didn't do anything wrong, I'm just trying to do my job. It's not nice that people play loud music in the bus, you know. It should be, you know, it's common sense. You don't, you know, you should know that on a public service vehicle you cannot play anything loud at all, or even talk loud, you know, talk or shout or whatever, you know. Now, with the second incident, that happened about, what, 3 years ago, 2014, in the spring, I remember. And somebody boarded my bus, and it was a crazy guy. I've never had anyone like this since. In all my years of bus driving, this person had serious mental problems. Now obviously I'm in my cab, you know, just taking fares, you know, that's when I think we were still taking cash at the time, but most people paid by Oyster card, you know, because obviously I'm driving here down in London. And it happened in the London Bridge area. But I remember the person got on the bus and was just saying, drive the bus, drive the bus. He was just saying drive the bus, like, alright, are you going to pay with your Oyster card or what? You know, the communication was just strange. I'll never forget it, honestly. But this guy was going mad. He was saying drive the bus, but really loudly, to the point where it was like a police car or an ambulance. It was that loud, everyone would just think, what's going on? Why is this guy going crazy at the driver, you know? So I said, okay mate, you know, where are you going, you know? And he just carried on saying, drive the bus, and he was just walking up and down the bus. He was going up and down the bus, drive the bus, you know what I mean? He was going crazy. You know, and then he eventually said, I'm going a few stops. You know, he said he was going a few stops, so I thought, okay, yeah, all right, we're going a few stops, right, you know, is he going to pay? And again, he just went, drive the bus, and he's going up and down the bus. So he's just going up and down the bus, drive the bus, like he's some kid or something. It was just so weird, you know. And I thought that this guy's very strange, you know. I'm gonna have to probably get him off the bus. And then he said, Elephant and Castle. I said, Elephant and Castle? I was thinking. I said, yes, I'm going Elephant and Castle, yes. So I'm thinking, right, I now know where he's going. He just needs to pay now. But again, he was just saying drive the bus and, you know, walking up and down the bus. Drive the bus, and I mean really loud. I can't shout this loud because you'd be a bit upset. That's how loud it was just upsetting. You know, drive the bus. And I thought, is this guy going to pay? It's been about 25 seconds now. And then the guy did something miraculous. He got his Oyster card and just tapped in. He tapped in his Oyster card and walked down the bus. And I thought, wait a minute. He shouted at me like that with those words. Actually, he was saying some bad words, things about my mum. He doesn't know my mum, but he was just saying some weird stuff, you know, as people do. And then obviously he tapped in and paid. And I don't know, maybe I just had this kind of rule in my head. I thought, you shouted at me like that with those words, and you could have paid within the first few seconds. And it took him 25 seconds to do this. And I thought, no, he's getting off the bus. So I basically told him, you're going to have to get off the bus, mate, you know. can't have it. He says, I ain't. He says, I'm not getting off the bus. And I said, yes you are, mate. Yes you are getting off the bus. Or I will call code red, which is obviously up there. I can press code red, which is the police. And he said, I ain't getting off. And I said, look, I'm going to call the police. They're going to be here in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes, and they're going to take you off the bus. You're going to be taken off the bus, and I am going to still be here on the bus. It's just not worth it, mate. I've seen it before. I just said that just so he could understand, if he could. Again, he went, no, I'm not getting off. I thought, this guy's a tough cookie. I said, anyway, I'm going to call him. I'm going to count to 5, and I'll call the police. So I went 5, 4, 3, 2, and as I got to 2, I was about to press code red. I was about to press code red. You know? Because obviously the police would turn up, the police would be turning up, you know? And basically, as I said, number 2, getting down to number 1, obviously at the time the doors were open, he literally just got off the bus. He got off, I thought, excellent, I've got a result. He got off the bus at last. So I thought, right, I'm going to close the back doors. So I thought, excellent, the back doors, you know, are closed, and he looked like he was walking very fast past the bus. Now, at the time, he actually looked like he was going fast. He walked straight onto my bus and very quickly came up onto the bus and started banging, swearing really violently, and through this hole here. And through this hole here, it was actually, the hole was bigger on this other bus I was driving. It wasn't as tight as it here, but through this hole, he spat, he went, Puh! Like that, and he spat right out, man. It went on my face, and quite a lot of it went on the ticket machine. I was shocked. I was really shocked. I thought, I can't believe he spat in my face. Spat in my face. And he just kind of walked off quickly. You know, he just really walked off quickly towards the Elephant and Castle area, you know. Anyway, I called the police, and I remember the time people said, oh, that's going to make us late again now. He said, what had happened was I turned the engine off, you know, as obviously I was telling him I was going to call the police, and everyone else was complaining that's going to make us late again. And I found out from another passenger that the bus before me, the same service number, had actually gone past the stop and not picked up the passengers. And I thought, oh, why didn't someone tell me? I would have been more understanding of why people were frustrated, but still the way that this man had treated me was badly. I thought, no, I'm not going to have this. So I'm glad I got him off the bus. I didn't even leave the cab. I was still in the cab the whole time. I dealt with the procedure well. Anyway, the police came, took a saliva sample, and what happened was, you know, CCTV was obviously taken as well, because obviously there's CCTV cameras, as you can see. There's cameras all around the bus. But the only problem was the police had asked for 9:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock because the incident happened at 10:10 in the morning. Guess what? My company sent off 9:30 till 10. So there was no CCTV. I thought, oh, this person's going to get away with it. But luckily enough, the police had one of these saliva test kits, and that was all it needed. And eventually the person was caught. Now, he'd been evading the authorities for a long time. He was known to the police and the authorities, but eventually he was caught, and that's just so great. And basically he was caught a few months later trying to evade the authorities by changing address. I don't know what he'd done, probably done a lot of crimes. He was caught and fined. And he had to pay me £200. Yes, the person who spat on me had to pay me £200 over about 4 months. You know, the process took quite a few months before he went to court, and he had to pay me over 4 months, and it was £200. So just to let you know, if you do get spat on and, you know, the person is brought, you know, justice, you know, it's great that, you know, that it was dealt with, and I got £200. I know it's not much, obviously, being spat on. It's an assault. But I hope this person thinks again about spitting on the drivers. So if you are thinking of spitting on a driver, just remember we do have spit kits, and even if the CCTV doesn't catch you, this will. That saliva specimen will catch you, and you'll be in court, and it will be on your criminal file, and you'll have to pay a fine as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to subscribe to Doubledeckeranton, like and share my videos, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye bye for now.